We're doing another video for the Hyundai Ioniq. This time it's about this spoiler piece. This one right here in the back. After a while it started rattling and I noticed that it was loose, but it completely fell off. So all the screws are completely out of it. As you can see, they go like that from all sides. This is the way to fix this. Open the trunk. You gotta remove a couple trim pieces. So I don't have any kind of those special tools to remove the trim. All I've been doing is using a flathead screwdriver with a microfiber towel. So I put the screw inside the microfiber towel to scratch the paint. Once I got an opening, I shoved in the towel to keep it open. There's two screws that you gotta worry about. One's right here in the first trim piece. That's the easiest to take off. It goes right there. And that trim piece comes off from right here. It's really simple. That's what it looks like. It's one of these. And you just insert the screw in this area and it'll pop right out. As soon as you do that, there's a screw right there. It's a Phillips screw. Same thing on the other side. It'll be one more trim piece you gotta remove. Insert the screwdriver. And that screw that you gotta remove is right here. Once you do that, you will be able to start pulling this apart. And the first trim piece that you can remove is this middle one right here. It looks like this. So how I started removing this one is from the top. So you just put your hand or fingers in the top, start prying it open, and slowly you just pull the whole thing off, and then it'll all come off. After that's off, you can see 1, 2, 3 screws holding the spoiler. Now all of their washers came off, and that's when it started rattling. This is what I'm trying to keep the screws at. This is what the washers look like. So this is gonna go back in here and I'm gonna tighten it. For some reason I only found 2. I'm gonna look for the third one, and then the other ones will be accessed by removing this screw right here. This trim piece will come off, and removing this screw right here, and this trim piece will come off. I'll get back with you guys. Yeah, so basically, if you can't find the washers that fell off from the actual piece, you can use any similar size. So this is the actual one from the car, and I just got a bunch of these. It's exactly the same size. They'll fit in there. So there's this screw to remove, this screw to remove, and then the bottom trim piece, this one right here. This one doesn't have any screws, so this one also comes off first. So that was making me frustrated why this wasn't coming off. So this trim piece come off first, and it'll reveal 2 more screws. Once you remove those 2 bottom screws, start prying it off from the bottom to the top. The side pieces will come off, and then the entire piece is one big shell. So it looks like this. It'll all come off. Now we just gotta tighten in all the spoiler screws. I'll be honest with you, not all this was necessary. I did not know that. So only this middle trim piece needed to be removed. And then those are the 3 screws holding it from the middle. And then you'll see on the side of your Ioniq, there's no trim pieces here. There's 2 screws holding it from here. You can see those screws are right there. And all that you need to do to remove this is pry it out with a flathead screwdriver. So all this extra stuff was kind of unnecessary, but I'm glad I did it. Same on this side. So all you have to do is remove the center piece, which does not require any unscrewing, and these 2 side pieces here, and these 2 pieces here. And in most cases what happens, or at least in my case, the washer just fell out somewhere, so I'm just gonna replace it. So last screw getting tightened, or the washer rather. You can do most of it with a hand. And then I'm not using any special tools, just a regular nose plier, and get them done. I literally just use a flathead screwdriver to remove the trim pieces, but I watched out for not scratching the paint. That's where I used just microfiber towels and put them in the middle so I didn't scratch the actual paint of the car. And then because these washers are all different, I just used the nose pliers to get them in there. It's not the biggest opening in the world, so but these will work. Trim pieces back together is really simple. I would suggest first connect this one, it'll hold it in place, and then this one, and everything else will fall into place. Just small pushes on each side, we should be good. And then don't forget to screw these back in, and this one right here. I'll show you guys a trick here. So there's 6 screws that go back all together. One right here, one right there, one right there, one right there, one over there, that one right there, and then same on this side. So how I'm holding it is just a little trick for you guys. I don't have any magnetic screwdriver, and this screw can fall inside the trim piece. So hold it like this, angle it from this side, and you'll see it'll go right into the hole. And then just screw this back on, and this is the last piece. It just goes right here. It's all flush. And there you have it, guys. So take my word for it, all you need to do is remove this one, which does not require any unscrewing, and you pry it from the top. It'll come off. That's all you need to do. There's 3 screws holding the spoiler here. Screw those in. The other 2 are this one and this one. No tools required. Just take any flathead screwdriver. You can try and pop it out with your fingers if you can. This one right here. Same on the other side. These 2. So there's no need to remove the entire trunk trim or the hatchback trim. Just the centerpiece and the 2 on the side. Hope that helps you guys out. Thank you. Guys, it is done. Check this out. No movement at all. Putting quite a bit of pressure on there just to show you. It's not gonna come off now. Perfect.